When you watch video and replays of that wreck, what goes through your mind?
It was a wild wreck. Being in the car and just kind of talking myself through the wreck, and definitely had a few flashbacks and replays just kind of going through it because, I was living it. It was a wild ride for sure.
When you say you're talking yourself through the wreck, what are you saying to yourself?
Hold on, man. It's almost over. It was kind of one of those deals where it was just hold on, and get through this. You're almost through, and then things kept happening as the wreck continued. It was a pretty long wreck.
Yeah, and take us through that wreck. I mean, when you went airborne and into the chain link fence, the speed was over 190 miles per hour, your car. So what's going through your mind at that moment?
Well, at that moment, before that, I'm pushing Jeff Gordon down the backstretch on the white flag and trying to just, do all we can to gain as many positions as we can. And then I see the 11 get turned, and the next thing I know, the first hit happens, and I'm coming up in the air, and it happened so quick when the flip happened. It turned over, and then I was just holding on. You kind of go into a really tight tuck position, and as it hit the fence, I just held on. I didn't really know where I was at that point, where I was ending up. It was just more of a fact of when is it going to be over.
How sore are you right now?
I'm pretty sore. I got an ice bath yesterday, and probably going to do that again, just do a little bit of different things to get ready for Kentucky this weekend. But from a wreck like that to just be a little bit sore, my head and neck are great. That was the coolest part. NASCAR's done a great job to really take our safety to the next level. And a day after a wreck like that, you'd think it would be tougher for me to be talking to you. But it's been impressive. It's pretty much mind-blowing for me to feel as.
No doubt about it. Can you compare this crash to any other crash you've experienced in your life?
This one's probably the most wicked crash I've ever been a part of, for sure. I think I've hit at Daytona before head-on in a truck, and that was probably one of the hardest hits I've had to my head. But, for me, this one was definitely a wild one.
While it can be entertaining, there's always the risk of the big one when we talk about restrictor plate racing now. Jeff Gordon, after the race, called it a video game that is real life. How can NASCAR prevent cars from going airborne and something like this happening ever again?
Well, I think it just comes down to research and development. We've come so far as a sport, NASCAR has, in the last couple of years. The safety innovations that they've enhanced have been great. Obviously, it's a huge win for us to go through a wreck like that, and for me to be talking to you a day after. And I'm really satisfied with the work that they've put in to make our car safe, and I think they'll take the car back that we wrecked Sunday night, and they'll look over it and try and make new innovations to make our car stay on the ground longer and the catch fence even safer. It did its job. It kept us in all the parts inside the track, and I think glad the fans are all safe, and thank the good Lord for taking care of us.